Now, I want you to tell me why you think that mathematics is difficult. Like, I really want to know why we are thinking that maths is difficult. Because I can't understand. From right, left, center, back, everybody, almost 99.5% of human population have been saying that mathematics is hard. How can the parents send his child to school and the same parents is also believing the fact that mathematics is very hard? I just want to know why you think that maths is hard. Because I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. See, look, the problem of mathematics, if a child has grown to a certain level in learning and the child still not understand mathematics, there are some things you need to look out for. It's not just the child's problem. It's not just the teacher's problem. It's not just the school problem. It's not just only the parent problem. This is a collective problem. Because if you want to look into the root of the cause of the problem, you will discover a lot of factors are the reason behind why the child is still not understanding mathematics, even up to this level. Mathematics is not just a difficult subject. That we believe in this fact that maths is hard. The problem of a child not understanding mathematics most times is not just stressed on that child's current academic level. It is from the foundation. Who taught him before? How was he taught before? Now, how did the parents encourage the child from the early stage of learning? Come to think about it. Some parents don't pay attention at the early stage of learning. They don't buy materials, academic materials that will help the teacher to train the child from the early stage of learning. Now, do you expect a teacher to do magic? You expect a teacher to now start making a child who's supposed to have known this thing from beginning to start learning to overnight without effort? You as a parent have to put efforts. You put efforts from the early stage of learning. When a child is in grade 7, you're supposed to pay attention. When a child is below grade 7, he's also supposed to pay attention. It's not when a child grows up to even grade 9 and you then start blaming Dick and Harry for being the reason why your child is not understanding this subject called mathematics. Mathematics is not difficult as we are thinking about it. The problem is that we fail in our responsibility. Yes, many parents have failed in their responsibility and they want to start blaming teachers for being responsible. See, look, it doesn't work that way. Mathematics, if you miss the foundation, it will be difficult. In that foundational level, a parent should ensure that they do everything possible to relate with the teacher of his child. A parent should do everything possible to relate with the instructor of his child from the early stage of learning, so that every necessary materials, every necessary important resources needed for the early beginning stage of training, the child should be able to have them. But when we don't do all these things, you don't expect a teacher to do magic. So I want to encourage you parents, stay focused. Provide academic materials for your child to help to go a long way. That is now these things you have been believing that maths is difficult, maths is difficult, maths. I will see people talking about maths. Like even sometimes I just watch some people discussing and they say that their worst subject is mathematics. Like it baffles me. It baffles me when I see some parents blaming teachers for being responsible for their child not knowing mathematics. You forgot that a teacher does not have all the time to spend with your child. It is you. You have all the time to tell at home, but then what are you doing? No, let's analyze what are you doing. I'm not saying that all the parents are negligent when it comes to child training. No. But the fact I'm making is that a lot of them, they have, like a bigger percentage of parents don't pay attention to the academic training of their children. A lot of them don't pay attention to the education of their children. And when things start getting worse, they start looking for who to blame. Or they start looking for what to blame. Start giving reasons. They start giving reasons to excuse themselves from a failure of their responsibility. It's up to you to play your own part. What's your own part to play? You play your own part by making sure that your child gets the necessary attention he needs. How can a child understand mathematics when the child don't have even one textbook in mathematics? A child who wants him to do well in maths does not even have calculator. Come think about it. It's not even for the junior students, for the senior ones. Because for lower grades, we don't encourage calculator. Some of the higher grades. How can a child, you expect the child to do well in maths, but there is no mathematical set? Then when we are doing topics like construction, the child will be looking, moping at you without mathematical sets. How can a child be able to do well in maths? How can a child know how to plot graph when you don't have graph sheets? A child does not have graph sheets and you want him to know graph. How can it be possible? And we can't buy graph sheets. How can a child understand maths? How can a child be able to relate with math concepts when there is no mathematical equipment, mathematical apparatus, mathematical resources that will help the child to navigate? It's not possible. It's not possible. So it's not possible for a child it's not possible for a child to understand mathematics when there is no availability of all these resources. You don't expect a teacher to carry a book and open your child's brain and put them inside. You have your own part to play at home. The child will come back from school. Instead of you to ask them what they did in school, instead of you to open their book, instead of you to call them, open their book, take the assignment, whatever assignment given to them. But you will not take all these things. You can't take the assignment. You start blaming teachers. Start blaming teachers. When the child comes back from school, instead of you to call the child, ask him some question. Let me see what you did in school today. He said you don't have time. You don't have time. But you have time to spend in their parlor. You have time to spend with people, this thing. But you don't have time to get involved in the academics of your children. After you start looking for who to blame. After you start looking for who to blame. Start looking for who to blame. Parental involvement. Parents don't get involved again. Some parents. Parental involvement, yes. Some parents don't get involved again in the academics training of their children. It is also up to you to make your child to start learning mathematics. It's not up to only the teacher. Yes, you have your own part to play. Buy textbook for your child. You feel like buying textbook is waste of money. That's what some parents think, like that. Buying textbook is a waste of money. That's what they are feeling like, some of them. They feel like buying textbook is a waste of money. Is it a waste of money, my dear? You want your child to know, you have to make sure you buy materials. See, you don't stop buying materials for your child. You want your child to know mathematics. There are many textbooks in the market. A lot of textbooks in the market you can buy. Even sometimes some parents that their children are backward in mathematics, they don't even have time to even suggest extramural classes for your children. You can't suggest extramural classes for your child. At least a child who have this issue of brain that connects with math problem, that is dyscalculia, that child needs proper drilling. Yes, because of the structuring of the school calendar, because of the structuring of the school academic activities. That's why we encourage those children who are far beyond, backward, those children who are extremely backward because of one reason or the other. We encourage extra lessons for them. We encourage extra drilling for them. At least a teacher can give more time after school. Yes, but then we keep blaming teachers for being the reason. It's up to you. Yeah, I don't talk my own. It's up to you.